Hey friends, as a Scrum Master and Agile coach, I will share something that we use to organize work and help people get self-motivated. In my work, we are optimizing for software delivery and customer needs, but this will work just as well for you. So let's look at what procrastination really is, the types of procrastination, and how you might get out of the vicious cycle of inaction. The word procrastination comes from Latin pro, meaning forward, and crastinus, meaning of tomorrow. So putting off something until tomorrow or much later that we know has negative consequences on our lives. But it is more than that. It's a horrible feeling too. Sometimes people describe it as a feeling of being stuck. You are not making progress on things that are important to you, to your studies, your career, or your health. And at the same time, you cannot enjoy doing other things because there is that little voice in your head telling you that you are supposed to be doing something else. The good news is that you are definitely not alone with this. Everyone experiences periods of inaction. There are two types of procrastination: deadline-based panic and spectator mode. Deadline-based panic means you know there is a paper due in 2 months or an event in 3 weeks that you should prepare for, but you just don't do it. You just don't do it in a nice and timely fashion. You push it further and further until the deadline gets dangerously close. In this case, the deadline seems to motivate people enough that they end up doing months of work in a couple of days with no sleep. In this scenario, the negative effects of procrastination are contained by the deadline. Is it a pleasant experience? No. But it tends to work for people, and they still get the thing done. Now, spectator mode, on the other hand, means that you feel you are just watching your life go by without the feeling of achievement or progress. You postpone things that don't have a real deadline, like starting a business, getting in shape for real this time, and so on. In these cases, there is no imminent impending doom if you put it off until tomorrow. Let's see what you can do about procrastination. The good news is that you already made the first step by watching this video. Or you're just procrastinating, All I ask you is that after watching this video, please do something about it instead of watching one more video on the topic. There's a ton of productivity and study hacks, tips on goal setting, and other tricks and strategies we could cover. If you're interested in those, let me know in the comment section. But for now, let's see how to tackle the two different cases of procrastination. Okay, so what's the main issue with procrastination? Let's say you already decided that you're pursuing a worthy goal. That should be a given. The problem that comes after that is that the task just looks like a huge mountain. A very poorly defined, hard to understand mountain. It's a big mass of tangled up stuff. And we don't like that. So, in my work, we follow the 5 Scrum values: focus, courage, openness, respect, and commitment. Let's see how these apply to your case. Once you have your goal, preferably a SMART goal, this is what you do. You focus on a handful of things at a time. You're not messing around with the different transition effects in PowerPoint and try to create the storyline for a presentation at the same time. You make the mountain smaller, and then you focus on the next thing only. Most people make the mistake of setting big short-term goals and small long-term goals. Courage. You work with others and show your work to others to get feedback. Here the concept of an accountability buddy is also useful. Look that up. Or you ask coworkers for help and feedback. What could be a real killer here is you try to reduce the scope of your work. The assignment says you need to write 20 pages. Ask your advisor whether you can get away with 18. Openness. You honestly reflect on your work and your progress compared to your plans. Are you still on track? For this, try a weekly cadence first. Stick to it and then iterate if something else suits you. Respect. Help yourself become worthy of respect. Keep promises made to yourself. Commitment. Be committed to achieving your interim and final goals. SMART goals are really useful here because they make the mountain into small pebbles. So how does putting it all together look like? Well, let's say that you want to lose weight. Set a more specific goal than that. Set an achievable goal. Set a SMART goal. For example, I want to lose 20 pounds in the next 3 months, and I will achieve that by exercising 4 times a week for at least 50 minutes each session. Now that you have your goal, apply the values. Don't focus on your diet, because that is not included in your goal. Focus on just your workouts. Once you're done with the 50 minutes, you're done for that day. Once you have done 4 workouts a week, you're done for that week. And be courageous to tell about your progress to others. Have workouts with others. Post your journey on social media if you would like to. Be open and honest with yourself. Reflect weekly and ask yourself, have I been working out 4 times a week and at least 50 minutes per session? Does this seem to be enough? Is it too much? Respect others that are on the same journey as you are. At the end, everyone is struggling with something that you don't know anything about. And earn respect for yourself by keeping to your plan. Stay committed to your plan even if the results are not motivating at the weekly reflections. Just keep at it. There you have it, an idea for creating a system of action. If you feel stuck and you want some one-on-one help, just hit me up. I'm happy to problem solve. I hope this video provided value for you guys. See you next week.